Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
For the ultimate level of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Modric. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Forlan has it out wide and in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Saliba. Schneider. Oh, that's nice. He's having a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Modric. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And this is Azar. There's the shot! And it's a goal! 200! It's the goal they all came to see. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Excellent challenge there. Oh, he's having a go! Schneider! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Platini. Nicely weighted ball. That's put paid to the danger. Aubameyang.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Right, Doué. Can he finish? Forlan. 15 minutes till half-time. And this is Modric. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mateus. Driving forward. He is through here. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Doué! No, just not quite.
Doué really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Mateus takes the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. He's had it nicked away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
This looks promising. Forlan is onto this. Gerrard. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Red Star are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're into the second 45. Platini, he has found the way through. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Platini with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Mateus, can he finish? It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's tidy. That is good strength. Can he get it through? And he's gone backward here. Schneider. Azar. Spread it left. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Cannavaro. Agbadou has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Azar. Mateus, passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aims beyond the defence. Ah, he's given it away. Over to the right flank. Mohamed Salah. Schneider given the lift of his goal. And here's four. Oh, what has happened here? Platini gets flagged offside. Gets a good foot in there. No way through. Rijkaard. And it's Forlan. Now Modric. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's fabulous. A lot of space there. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fermin. Nicely worked. Dunk. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Hazard.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard. That's headed upfield. He's got away. Platini. Oh, what a mistake! Fermin with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Doué. Gerrard. Oh, good spread. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him away? That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, it didn't look good. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 24, Desiree Doué, number 14, Aubameyang, number 5...
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
De Bruyne, substitution.
Now it's Hazard. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's the chance to counter. Sends it crossfield. The final 5 minutes. Spread to the right. Has to go back here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
No, that was never going to make it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played back into the centre. That pass isn't the best. Mateus gets on his bike and on the move.
Has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Zanetti kept away. They'll have to settle for that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, easy pickings there. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Michel Platini. Can he get it through?
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi with the short one. Big chance! Goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Cannavaro. Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. But it's Thuram. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That looks a cracking ball. He's found the way through. Platini! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Red Star have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Triol plays it long. Oh, that's nice. And it's McAllister. That's been cut out, well played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rijkaard. Agbadou. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rijkaard. Thuram. Ball played for Rijkaard. Dunk. Good running, strong and purposeful. Platini. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No luck with that dink over the top. Dunk. Rijkaard. Raul. It's Raul! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Mateus is fouled. Dunk. Mateus. And he's looking to catch him up. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. No, he's missed it.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's De Bruyne. And he's decided to go for it. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
De Bruyne really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Girassi, expertly cut out, really nicely done. De Bruyne.
Habrá 2 minutos.
McAllister. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played, well played. Messi goes short. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, and that is indeed the final act. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Red Star, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2, Fabio Cannavaro. El dorsal 10, Messi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal
Second
19,
period is on the way.
Casa.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Platini. He's picked his way through. That's a good run down the left. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar. And that is out of play. And that's definitely not his best. Red Star come out of the tunnel. Platini pinches it off him. Neymar picks it up, takes a shot! Thuram. Roll with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Agbadou is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Looking to play him in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Platini. Engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Right card.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6 será sustituido
Red Star
por
perhaps
el
contemplating
dorsal
their
9,
next change here.
Forlán.
And he's managed to get free. Raul. Turan, the man that is tenacity personified. Rijkaard. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. Now who's going to be first to this? It's a good run down the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Forlan. Great ball, and he's Platini! And a neat finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's dribbled past his man here. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. And he's being shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass somewhat off target. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, that's rather hopeful. And that's wide.
Red Star really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch
Se va a
that
llevar a
counter.
cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Look at the space here, and the shot! McAllister. And here's Forlan. And a chance! Upamecano. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Some resolute defending there. And it's McAllister. Oh, it's Raul. Mateus. Well, that has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Rijkaard. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That's a good ball out wide. Ball is over the line. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He is through here. Oh, he's having a go! Incredible! Just incredible!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Neymar. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This not was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Platini on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. So off we go then. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's played it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, that's a waste.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Mateus, and this is Hazard. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Serginho, and it's Zielinski. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Forlan.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Picked out brilliantly. Driving. Mateus! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Van Dijk. Look at the space here. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Red Star already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Dunk. And Mateus. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now, can they get him away? And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Hazard. Mateus. And here's Forlan. Shoots! It's hit the upright.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Red Star are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Koundé gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne, there he goes, motoring forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries a measured ball. Caught offside that time. Dunk is always scanning the pitch for targets. Red Star looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mateus. And it's Hazard. And here's Forlan. And it's Hazard. That's tidy. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard. Zielinski. That's it, 45 minutes up. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Red Star sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And here is the first touch of the second half. And Grimaldo, well, that's well spotted. De Bruyne has created 1 goal already. And here's Forlan. Hazard. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus takes the shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Goes down, but nothing given. Zielinski, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Zielinski cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
And he's been shifted off it.
Chelsea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Red Star clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Serginho, chance here to counter. Forced to go back, it's Asa! Goal! A landmark moment for a player of grand significance, his 50th goal.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding.
Decent chance! Has another go! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
El dorsal 10. Messi. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Modric. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ferran Torres. Now it's Camavinga. He's had it taken off him. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Opts for safety. Rijkaard. Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Grimaldo. This is a promising build-up. Modric.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Modric. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. And he whips it in. Cleared away. Brilliantly cut out. That's that, the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Oh, what has happened here? That is lovely. That is good strength. Opts to play it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Platini, Mateus, and a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Great vision. Good take, and is he in? There's the shot! And a neat finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Red Star are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Modric, good purposeful running this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up at... Mateus! Just cruising! They are cruising! The perfect outcome to mark his 50th game. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
3-0 and things are could be danger here. More and more pressure on the ball here. Modric. Forlan, passing is crisp and sharp, and he skips past his man. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Modric.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Platini. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that has not gone well. And here's Forlan. And it's Forlan. Oh, some astute defending there. Forlan is fouled. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nuno Mendes. Pass somewhat off target. Platini. Modric. Rijkaard. Vitinha. Lobbed in behind.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Modric
additionnel.
gets on his bike and on the move. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that has put paid to that. And it's Azar. And for the first half, that is that. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Red Star are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
changement. Le numéro 19, Hazard. Le numéro 9.
The second period is on the way.
À leur place, le numéro 21.
Smartly
Le numéro
reclaimed.
6.
Red Star come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Stood up well to him there. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mateus. Vitinha. And it's Rijkaard. Koller. That's a sharp pass. And it's been played through. Howson clears without hesitation. It's their second corner of the game. Olise plays it short. That'll be a throw-in.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's a really well-measured ball. And they win it back again. Knocks it into space. Pressure coming in from all directions. Yamal. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Now it's Yamal. In with the challenge. Now it's Platini. Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 81 007.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Red Star still have the cards to affect this game. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Now Modric. And it's Rijkaard. Turan. Agbadou. Dunk. Can he get away here? And Girassi. And it's Rijkaard. Dunk. It's a pretty loose pass. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Drama over the penalty spot.
That is some save from De Gea. Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Succumbs to the pressure. Rijkaard. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Real chance!
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Red Star have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here.
That is some save from Khan!
No, he's missed it!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Red Star have their third corner. Platini goes short. That has been knocked clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Always goal side.
Chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that interception was...
Big chance!
Belletti. Into the channel. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mateus. Now it's Platini. Tries to pass it through. Girassi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Modric. Rijkaard. Played back. Modric. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's lost his man here. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Red Star have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?